Shalom.
Shalom.
We're a couple brothers here from GMS Atlanta Camp. Before we get started, of course, we want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chapadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone who lead, teach, and rule well. Love and honors to our fellow Akim, pushing the word in true faith and sincerity across the four corners. Shalom, peace and blessings to the sincere listeners and you sincere subscribers of the Men and Doctrine of Great Millstone. So, myself and the brother Nathaniel, this fellowship, last night, waking up in the morning, wanted to get some work in, man, and just wanted to, as the title of the lesson shows, going to a point or a couple points just in wisdom. Like I said, in us waking up, the spirit kind of move on us to really, go into it. Not to be long-winded, so we'll get into it, man. Did you have any precepts you want to open up with? Or you want me to open?
Oh yeah, you can open up with that. I got something I was just
Oh, matter of fact, what are you holding?
I'm holding Proverbs 9 and 10.
Let's open with that.
This is Proverbs 9 and 10. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding."
Yeah, so like the brother has said, we were discussing opening up, going into the fear and how important the fear is. Without a healthy level of fear, respect, and reverence for the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, He won't move, upon you or upon the spirit of wisdom, to grant you certain mysteries and insights. You got it, bro.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, man. If it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. When you really look into it, you move when you understand, when you have a healthy fear, a healthy dose of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you fear Him correctly, then you will move in a certain fashion. And that movement, like, I'm only going to move this way because I'm afraid the Lord may do this or the Lord may do that, so I'm going to move here. That's a level of wisdom. That's wisdom right there, because you're moving in a manner that's going to keep you safe and on good terms with the Lord. You got it, bro.
I know you got it. Any more on that?
That was it, I believe.
Okay, you got Isaiah 33?
I got Isaiah 33.
We can bring it up because they really kind of go hand in hand with the precept we just read as well.
This is Isaiah 33 and 6, and it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times."
Right, and see, in which, even right now, we're in a time and a season in which, most individuals, let alone most men, do not have access to the wisdom and understanding that we have access to, man. Even as far as just understanding the true and proper names to even pray and give reverence to, in which, just to make it kind of clear, the original point of wisdom that I kind of wanted to, touch on, Lord willing, in this lesson, also too going into the power and the importance of prayer. That's one component of wisdom that the Spirit moved upon me and the brother to discuss, was how really prayer and wisdom move and operate hand in hand. So a major component of the wisdom and the knowledge and understanding that we have, that will be a stabilizing factor in our day-to-day, especially going into entering into and going into and through Jacob's trouble, would be the understanding of how important prayer is as well.
Yeah, and it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times. And it goes on to say, and the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is is His treasure. That's because you understand that through prayer, as the brother was bringing out, that prayer, when you pray, you're asking, or you're pleading certain things from the Lord, okay, which is wisdom, because scriptures liken Jacob unto worms. Like, we don't know nothing. When a man thinketh he knoweth something, he knows nothing. So where do you go for your knowledge and understanding? You go to the Lord. You go to the Lord to reveal things to you. You go to the Lord to show you the right path. We live in a world, ungodly world right now. You know, you look around, everything is ungodly. These people ain't counting on the Lord. It says in I believe it's Isaiah the 30th chapter, around the 16th verse, the 30th chapter, the first verse, it says, "Woe to them that go down to Pharaoh that have not asked in my mouth," because that's unwise counsel to go to the wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's an unwise counsel. So what the Lord is saying here is the fear of me. The fear of me is the beginning of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna put you on a straight and narrow, so to speak. You know, well, if you do this, if you do that, that might be your ass. You see what I'm saying? So because you have that healthy fear, that healthy dose, the Lord imparts to you understanding. And as your level of fear grows, your level of understanding grows.
Yeah, and vice versa. You know, as your understanding grows, your fear grows.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, man.
Okay. So the next precept.
Did you finish that?
Yeah, that was it. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times, and the strength of our salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure."
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that it didn't say wisdom and knowledge is his treasure. It said the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And the reason why it says that is because the beginning of wisdom and knowledge comes through the fear of the Lord. So, you know, the wisdom of wickedness is in wisdom, according to the scriptures, right? But the fear of the Lord is wisdom. That's the beginning of wisdom. That's the beginning of understanding, is to have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? So if you don't have that's why it says it is his treasure, because if you have that fear, you're going to move according to the oracles of the prophets, the oracles of the Lord. You're going to move in that manner. You see what I'm saying? Because you have that fear of the Lord, you're going to do your best to, you know. But yeah, you got it, bro.
Yeah, kind of. This is Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter. I'm gonna start at the top. Wisdom of Solomon 8:1. It says, "Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things." You see, so even going to, you know, order, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes in the spirit of it, man, like certain things that come, you know, to your doorstep, your way, or you know, to the body. You know what I mean? Really, as a wake up call to get things in or back into order. You see, which is an operation of wisdom. Order is an operation of wisdom, and it's a sweet thing, as scriptures say. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 8:1. It says, "Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily," so it's power and wisdom. And it says, "And sweetly doth she order all things." So this is a sweet process that we're going through. You know, in the midst of it, it feels hard, treacherous. You know, sometimes you feel like there is no way out. But even in wisdom, there is hope, because you're believing for something. Even going to prayer, you know, do we really send up prayers with an expectation that they won't be answered? You know, that's a question for, you know, every man for himself. But you know, if you're sending up a prayer and supplication for things that are good and righteous and holy, you know, even if it is a so-called carnal thing, you know, we need carnal things, you know, in the utilization of those carnal things to even bring forth spiritual matters, you know, even in the sense of men of old who were in the midst of pushing forth the gospel and traveling. You ain't just always walking by foot from city to city, town to town. You have resources. You have animals. You have carriages. You have boats. You see what I'm saying? In which to even have access to those things require carnal instruments. You see what I'm saying? But with that, that go into the sweetness of the order of wisdom. Even like the brother said, even in the beginning of it is what? Fear. Because you know, understand that if you don't move in a particular fashion, and even in sense too, in a particular timing that you run the risk of judgment. Verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 2, it says, I loved her and sought her out from my youth, and I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. Because, yeah, on the outside, really on the outside and the inside, wisdom is beautiful. But on the outside, wisdom is, of course, beautiful. But the understanding of it is, even if I draw a parallel, not that you or I, we covet another man and anything they have, but let's say a man has a beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? She's just a beautiful physical specimen. You know what I'm saying? Not that you're coveting her, but it's just in the reality of it.
You're admiring her beauty.
I'm not even taking it that far. Not even taking it that far. But let's say a man has a beautiful wife, and that's his wife. Like she don't deal with another man. Like that's his wife. Yeah, on the outside she's beautiful physically, but when in the confines of that home, there's certain hell that man has to go through to have that beautiful wife. It ain't just like she beautiful in and out. Like, you know what I mean? That's a beautiful vessel. You know what I'm saying? Not even, like I said, not even that you're coveting after her. You know, not even that you admire. It's just the reality of it. You know, there's beautiful people on earth. You know what I'm saying? But for that man, he has to endure certain things about her to continue to possess that beauty.
That's right.
Same thing with wisdom. Like, wisdom is beautiful and true within and without, in and out. But in order to keep that vessel as your wife, you understand there's certain things that you have to go through in order to continue to obtain her. Same thing with wisdom, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get this one more verse. Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 3, it says, in that she is conversant with God, she magnified her nobility. Yeah, the Lord of all things himself loved her. You see? And I have that word pulled up in the dictionary. What is this? I think it's a dictionary.com app or dictionary app. It says, for conversant, it says an adjective, familiar by use or study, usually followed by with. So in the third verse, in Wisdom of Solomon 8, it says, in that she is conversant with the Most High, so familiar by use or study. You see what I'm saying? There's a familiarity that comes with wisdom being order, being a process, being the good, the bad, the ugly. You see what I'm saying? But in the understanding of it, you know, at a certain level, you understand, just like they say in the world, anything worth having, you got to work for. Anything, so even with that, even with wisdom, you got to work for it. An extension of, and a major component and portion of wisdom is prayer, because even with that, it's familiar by use or study, and it says having regular or frequent conversation, intimately associating, acquainted. So even when we get into wisdom and the components of it, a major component of it is prayer, because it goes into, that's a way and method of communication. And that's how one way that wisdom interacts and mediates between the heavens and the earth being within us, Lord willing, is through prayer. You got it, bro.
God, so I'm gonna bring out this one quick count. I'm gonna bring out Wisdom of Solomon 1 and Kings 1 and 15. 3. First Kings 3. Let's see. I'm looking for what I'm in Second Kings. Not bad. Slovakia. Thought I was in First Kings.
You looking for
That account with Solomon.
check 1 Kings 10.
Yeah, it's Here it is right here. This is 1 Kings 3 and 9. No, I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, okay, I'm going to start at verse 7, just for context sake. It says, "And now, O Lord, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child, and I know not how to go in or come out."
So King Solomon was saying, man, I don't know nothing.
All right. And it says, "And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude." And he says, "Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, and I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?"
So what did King Solomon do? King Solomon prayed to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for wisdom and understanding to be able to guide his people. You see that? So where did the beginning of wisdom start for King Solomon? It started with his understanding of who he needed to fear, which was Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And through that fear, he humbled himself and asked the Lord for wisdom to govern his people. And what did the Lord do?
Now we continue on so you can get the answer. And it says, verse 10, and it says, "And this speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. And Yahweh said unto him, Because thou asked this thing, and hadst not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked for riches for thyself, nor have asked the life of thine enemies, but have asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy word." So he granted his prayer, his petition. "And lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there is none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days."
You see? So the Lord, through that fear that King Solomon had for the Lord, he gave him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and he gave him everything else. You see? So wisdom and knowledge, having wisdom and knowledge pulls in everything else that you desire. You know, so if you want riches, if you want notoriety, all that stuff comes with wisdom and knowledge. But where do you get that wisdom and knowledge from? Because knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. You get all that wisdom and knowledge from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So through your fear and through your prayer of the Lord, it activates the wisdom and knowledge. If you look at all of the great men of our leadership, you know, from starting the elders and the apostles on down, they all have a healthy fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Look how wise they are. Look how they move. Look how they function. Look how they handle situations. And then compare that to other camps that you may have seen out there and how they handle things. It's clear, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord is imparted wisdom to certain leadership. And why has he done that? Because they fear the Lord. They're not trying to go out there and make money off of selling purple garments, right? They're not out there taking a bag, getting a 501c3. Why? Because they understand, they see the destruction that the Lord will put on people. Like, you know, there's men who's been in this thing who worship Yahweh Shem Yahushai and praise him and did this work, and then the Lord bugged them out, and they working for the enemy full time now. You know, now they working for the enemy full time now, because that right there is a terrible thing to see. Somebody getting bugged out like that, and that's why your fear got to be strong in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You got to go and you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai so you can maintain that fear, and then the Lord will grant you that wisdom. But you got to not.
I love these last verses, and that's all I have for right now. This is Wisdom of Solomon, continuing the 8th chapter. I'm going to jump down to verse 13. It says, "Moreover, by the means of her, being wisdom, I shall obtain immortality, and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me." You see, And see, for individuals like that, who the brother is speaking on, who really have become or are agents, they can't see, perceive, or believe the power of wisdom. That wisdom to the hopeful elect, and eventually the elect will translate into immortality. You see, they trapped and locked into a world in a state of carnality. You see, in verse 14, Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 14, I shall set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me. And you see, by way of wisdom, like the brother said, all things that certain people compromise their integrity for, if they just held fast and understood the power and nature of wisdom, if it's within the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai, you'll get all those things anyway. Just like he brought out in the account in First Kings with King Solomon. Through wisdom and understanding and order, you see what I'm saying? King Solomon was opened up to, he could receive a bunch of worldly stuff anyway. You see? But what good is all the worldly stuff if you don't have a spiritual foundation to lay, lay it upon, so to speak? It's no good, because ultimately those worldly things will corrupt an individual.
That's right. That's right.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, that brother, Alec, you need that wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Lord, so you can balance all of that worldly stuff, man, because it will corrupt you. You know, knowledge puff up, all this money. I got a quick one, and I guess this is all I got too. This is wisdom. I'm sorry. This is Ecclesiasticus 4 and 11. It says, "Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her." Right. Again, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So seeking the Lord ultimately leads you to seeking what? Wisdom. He that loveth her loveth life. Right. Law of the Lord is life. Right. And he that seek and they that seek to her early should be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whatsoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. Because when you have wisdom, you're going to do those things that please the Lord, because you cannot please the Lord without wisdom. And again, going back to wisdom of wickedness is not wisdom. Wisdom of the holy is wisdom. Wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is wisdom. It says, verse 15, who giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. All right. If any man committeth himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. They can tell you that we don't have, as a nation, we don't have wisdom, because our generations are through. It says, verse 17, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring forth fear and dread upon him, and torment with her discipline, until she may trust his soul, and try him by her laws. Then will she return straightway unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. All right. So, the secrets of wisdom lies in discipline. That's why the scriptures say, that's the word disciple comes from the word discipline. And the scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth, getting into this truth and going out and doing the work and being disciplined. And the Lord will start to bestow wisdom upon you, because you're showing that you fear the Lord, And of course, all of us say it all the time, well, yeah, we catch hell. Well, think about it. The scripture just said that this wisdom take you down crooked paths, right? Paths ain't really that comfortable, but you learn how, by sticking to the wisdom, you learn how to deal with that stuff. You learn how to deal, right? So when stuff like that comes around, you're like, I already know how to deal with it, because wisdom has taught you. But you had to go down those crooked paths in order to learn that, the Lord is dealing, everything gonna be fine. But then you one of them type of men that go down these crooked paths and get all bugged the hell out. Well, wisdom tried you and you failed. You know what I'm saying? That's why the fear of the Lord is the most important thing, because that right there is secure. That the fear of the Lord is what secures your wisdom. That's why the scriptures say that's the beginning of wisdom, because that's the foundation. All right, but that's pretty much all I had out.
You close it up.
All right, so with that, that was pretty much it. Pray this was an edifying lesson. Ending off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
once again, double honors to our elder and Apostle Great Millstone. Until the next time, I can. We say shalom.
Shalom.